Good evening. We have a question from trigonometry topic. A root of 1 plus sine theta divided by 1 minus sine theta, right? That is equal to secant minus tan. So here we have a root and see this numerator and the denominator, right? And look at this RHS. We have secant and tan, right? So what is this secant? Secant is a reciprocal of cos, right my dear? And we have a tan, right? So tan we can write in a simplified form, that is sine divided by cos, right my dear? As usual, take the LHS, right? So what is in the LHS? We have a root sign, keep in mind, and 1 plus sine divided by 1 minus sine, right? Okay my dear, so always this kind of problems we can take the conjugate. So conjugate means we have to change the sign of the denominator, so which is 1 plus sign, opposite sign of this denominator, right? And divided by again 1 plus sine theta, right my dear? So this is the very first step, right? And what is the next step? You can multiply this one what we have added. So look at this one, numerator, both are equal, so I can write like this, 1 plus sine theta the whole square, and divided by, look at this denominator my dears. So here it's a negative sign, the next one is a positive sign, so it is in the form of a minus b, then a plus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. So who is a? That is 1 square, right? Minus sine square, right my dear? So what is our next step? Look at my dear, keep this numerator as it is, right? So who is in the numerator? 1 plus sine theta the whole square, and look at this denominator my dear. So this is 1 minus sine square. You can write, what is that? It is the first identity you can write for this cos square theta. Why ma'am you are writing like this? So the first identity, cos square, sine square plus cos square is equal to 1. If you transfer this one, right, cos square is equal to, we have 1 minus sine square theta. So we are writing instead of this 1 minus sine square. Do you understand my dear? Yes. So now we have the numerator is whole square, the denominator is whole square. Now we can take the square root. So what is that square root my dear? If you take the square root, we can take this square root and this square. So we have 1 plus sine divided by cos theta, and we can write the denominator for both 1 by sine plus, 1 by cos, sine by cos. Yes, so what is 1 by cos? That is what? Secant. And sine by cos, that is what? Tan. So this is our RHS. That's all the problem. Do you understand? This is a very simple problem, right? So what we are doing, we are just taking the conjugate, the opposite sign of the denominator, right? And multiplying the numerator, the denominator, we have the squares. We are using the algebraic identity, which is a plus a square minus b square in the denominator, and we have cos square theta, right? Taking the square root, cancelling the square root and the squares, we have 1 plus 10 divided by cos, right? So 1 by cos plus sine by cos, we get the RHS, right my dear? Yes, I hope you all understand this problem. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank